Hey everybody, this is Zeiders from FRC. FRC is a cybersecurity value-added reseller to the federal government, and we provide professional services for a wide range of IT and business process modernization initiatives. Welcome to our fourth video talking about NIST, and this video will talk about the NIST Risk Management Framework. Let's jump right into it. First of all, what is the Risk Management Framework, or RMF? The RMF is defined in the NIST Special Publication 837. It's a structured approach to help organizations mitigate security risks effectively. It provides a systematic and structured approach to ensure your organization stays resilient in the face of ever-evolving threats. It's technology neutral, so this methodology can be applied to any type of information system. The RMF emphasizes risk management by promoting cybersecurity practices throughout the system development lifecycle, from requirements through development, testing, deployment, and production. Now let's dive into the heart of the RMF, the 7 crucial steps. It all begins with preparation, followed by categorization, selection, implementation, assessment, authorization, and finally monitoring. Each step plays a vital role. Let's jump into them one by one. Step 1, prepare. Preparation involves establishing the context, priorities, and resources required for the RMF process. This occurs both at the organization level and at each system level. This is where you assign individuals to key roles, conduct risk assessments, identify any common organization-wide controls that every system will inherit, define your strategy, and so on. Step 2 is categorize. Here we follow a process to classify the system and its data into 3 impact levels: low, moderate, or high. These are based on the adverse impact to the organization if the system's confidentiality, integrity, or availability of the system were to be affected. Step 3 is select. Here we select, tailor, and document the controls we need to implement. Most of the time we leverage a security control baseline similar to those that we talked about in the previous video. Step 4 is implement. An organization and its contractors will implement the selected security controls. Remember, a system can inherit common controls from the organization and also factor in these security controls in the system development lifecycle, from analysis to documentation. Step 5 is assess. There are different kinds of assessments. We assess if the control was implemented correctly by the team. We assess if it's operating as intended in production, and we assess if it's producing the desired outcome. We often have a specialized assessment team that's separate from the implementer, and they figure out how to do the assessment. Will they conduct code reviews, penetration testing, security scanning tools, audit logs, and so on. Reports are created and remediation actions are produced. Step 6 is authorizing. This is where the organization officially approves that the system can operate based upon the assessed risk. The authorizing official takes the authorization package from the assessment team and either green lights or not the system to move forward. And finally, step 7 is monitor. This is where the systems and the controls are monitored and assessed on an ongoing basis. Assumptions will change, the tech environment will change with patches and updates, and new threats will be identified, security incidents will occur. This step includes ongoing authorization of the system, usually on an annual basis. So who's driving this RMF ship? Well, we have key players like the CISO, the authorizing official, the security officer, the control assessor. Effectively filling these roles is key to a successful RMF journey. So briefly, what are some challenges with implementing RMF? One of the primary challenges is resource constraints. Organizations often find themselves stretched thin in terms of manpower, time, and budget. The complexity of security control assessments is another hurdle. Understanding, implementing, and assessing controls can be time-consuming and hard. And the ever-evolving threat landscape adds another layer of complexity. New threats emerge continuously, and staying ahead can be challenging. Maintaining comprehensive documentation is essential, but can become overwhelming. So how can organizations overcome these challenges? Automation is key, particularly in the assessment and continuous monitoring of controls and the preparation of authorization packages. Organizations can also maximize the reuse of common controls to promote standardization and to make the security process more efficient. And overall, organization-wide training and awareness is key. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me in talking about the risk management framework. Join me on our next video as we dive into other cybersecurity topics. Take care.